It's a podcast, it's a video, and more.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of
We Grown.
Question mark?
I Am Maya.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Sean.
And today we have a special guest. We have Chris. Some people may know Chris is from Generational Scriptures. He is also a husband. I was going to say a wife, but you're not. A husband, a father, a government employee, a bunch of things. He's also the producer on our podcast. Yeah, because you do all the stuff, you know? It's like the official title. And we actually have been planning to record with Chris since 2023. Because when we went to go pull up this run sheet, it said 2023. We are in 2026. But we made it. We got him here.
We got here.
The fact that we are still podcasting 3 years later is crazy.
We are. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's one of our loyal 10 fans.
Okay.
Including me, and Sean, and Jess. So, you know, we out here.
Yes. Glad to be one of the loyal 10.
Yes. But we're gonna start how we always do with what has had you feeling grown. So if anybody has anything.
I can start. What has me feeling grown is preparing to present at a conference. Like, I feel so adult. I feel so like I have knowledge to share with people. It's so weird. It's very, very odd to feel like I am mature in a way that I can like share on a platform with people, and like a serious one to other adults and like higher ranking officials than me probably at their agencies. So it's a little intimidating, but it has me feeling very much grown up and just kind of recognizing like you do the work long enough, eventually they'll ask you to talk about the work that you're doing.
That's true.
Yeah, it's outside of my organization. So that's why I'm like, this is kind of huge. Like, it'd be one thing if it was just, internal conference, but this is like spanning the state. And so I'm like, okay, all right, yeah. So that has me feeling grown. Has me feeling like a grown person.
Yeah, I bet. That sounds like full grown up material.
Okay.
That's a situation. I would say a situation I wouldn't want to be in, but I thrive in those kind of situations. So let me not even lie, because
Exactly.
I would be in it. So
You.
yeah, and I would love to be in it. So,
Sounds like bring it on. Bring it.
yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
those are ones where I'm good at those. I mean, like if it comes to like public speaking or like wooing a crowd. I mean, even if it's a boring topic. Yeah, it's. We talked about it before, where it was on the last episode where I think I mentioned somebody was calling me a basically a wooer.
Mhm.
So I was like, I mean, well, I guess I got to do it then. But that's awesome. It's good that you're gonna get that experience, and I mean, you know your stuff, so it's not like you're gonna struggle or anything. It's probably just anxious getting into it.
Yeah.
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 But you'll
I
be
do
fine.
not like public speaking. I do not like public speaking. Saying this as I'm on a podcast, but it's different because
Is it?
podcast it is
Yes.
because it's just y'all.
It's
And then it-
absolutely different.
Goes out to the masses. We can edit, we can cut, we can do all of these things versus like public speaking is like what you say is what you say and everybody heard it.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I mean, because to me in my head, like when I do public speaking, it's like I don't know y'all, so y'all don't know me. I can say whatever I want to say.
Exactly. That's how I feel. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna say what I say. Do what I do. You like it or not, and I'm gonna move
Keep it
on
going.
to the next thing. Exactly.
I feel like it's easier when it's easier for me to have that perspective with people I know. If I don't know you, I don't want you to have any kind of like opinions about me. Like I just want to be silent in a corner, you know?
Yeah. And it's also different than like acting or dancing because you have like a script or you're pretending to be somebody versus like coming as yourself and presenting information that you know to a group of people that might know the information as well, but are looking to you to like know more, I guess.
But you're not just freeballing. You have a script that you stick
Right.
to. I mean, like the people that do a TED talk, they're not just about to show up and be like, "Let me wing it." Like, no, they know exactly what's happening at what time. This is it, and I'm off.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
I mean,
guess.
like,
Yeah,
are
I
they
think
going to be like,
conferences, I would say they're gonna have a Q&A portion, so it's a lot more like a TED talk. You say your thing and you walk off. A conference, you say your thing and then people ask you questions.
Yeah.
are they?
So you
Yeah.
have to prepare. Normally,
Yeah.
all
For
the
mine,
conferences I've been to,
they definitely gonna ask questions. We have a at the end questions, comments, and
mhm.
yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna get questions, and I'm like some questions I think I'm prepared for, but it's the ones that I'm like, ooh,
Oh, yeah. You
I
gonna
guess because those are the ones where it's like, well, this sounds terrible. But when people say like, I don't know that. Let me get back to you. I don't know you. I'm not getting back to you.
no, that's not what you say. You reframe it. You make it into something that you can answer. That's what you
That
do.
sounds like
yeah,
a politician.
When you
yeah,
speaking in front of people, I don't know about
yeah,
y'all, but I always feel like I gotta check in or turn on whenever I'm speaking in front of people.
Hmm?
When I think it's something important. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
time to clock in, time to flip the switch, Chris, become gregarious and fun. And then when I'm done, I just want to go back, like you were saying, Moyo, and go sit in the corner somewhere and nobody bother me anymore. So
But
sorry.
yeah, but it's also a topic that you know, like you've been doing this for years. So I don't think someone's about to just ask a question where it's going to be like, I ain't never, ever, ever would have thought of this question. Like, I don't think they're going to be in a
Yeah,
situation like that.
that's
I mean,
fair.
like, I don't think any of us has ever seen you in a situation where you're just like, oh no, I'm speechless and have no answer to this question. You'd be picking up random answer to like, well, actually, if you pick up this grain of rice and put it here, it'll suck out whatever.
Wow. But I appreciate the vote of confidence. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Oh,
Right.
I can go. What had me feeling grown? This daggone snowstorm and being a daggone homeowner and shoveling the snow. Like we were talking yesterday, I was like, "Yeah, like I'm just getting back in from shoveling snow." And Moyo, like, "You went out already?" I'm like, "This is my third time going out here
Mm-mm.
because I have the 2 car driveway, so it's. I mean, we don't have any cars in it, so it's just a dumb amount of shoveling there, and then trying to get it into like the street so that it doesn't like pull at the end of the driveway and then freeze and then the sidewalks and stuff. So that was enough. Then today, like of course we had to go out and then I had to help my mom and shovel her stuff. So we get there and then I'm just my body is done. I am not 20 anymore. Like this is not the light.
Wow.
So shoveled her stuff and we're just like, all right, we're done. And then her neighbor comes out. She older than my mom, and she trying to shovel, and I'm just looking, and I'm like,
Can't
ugh.
help it.
And I was like, I guess we can go help. So I started doing the sidewalk, and John was like, don't do the sidewalk, do the driveway, so we can get her car out, and she can worry about her sidewalk later. And I was like, you're right. So we shovel, we're going at it, and all this is ice at this point. So we get this stuff done. So we finished her driveway. And during that time, she didn't even finish the small little part from like where you step out of your house. And I was like, enjoy. And she was like, how much do I owe you? You don't owe me nothing. Like it's fine. We just gonna go. So then she's like, I'm gonna bring over some cookies for you. Like, don't you worry. I was like, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Then we left, and John was like, she gonna bring over cookies? I was like, she's been telling me that for 10 years. Don't expect me to have cookies.
10 years. Nice.
Ah,
Like,
Oh
don't
my
expect them
goodness.
cookies. So, I mean, there's a whole nother story about some bacon stuff for her, but I was like, you good. Like, enjoy. You can get out now. Be free. But
Yeah.
that's what it is. Helping my mom, because it's not only shoveling here, then it's
Mhm.
shoveling another house. And it's just a lot. It was a
Mine
lot.
is similar. Mine is similar because we went this morning and we shoveled most of it, but the people came and they do one strip and then they put all of the snow packed up at our driveway. So we shoveled up until that point and we were just looking at it and I was like, I started trying to do it and I was like, this is way more than this whole driveway we just did. So we just stopped and we left it there. And then as I was preparing to come down here, I hear somebody with the electric mower outside, snow thing. So I'm like, husband, go ask them, like, because he's the talker. He talks, like, go ask the people. And he goes over there. I'm watching him on the ring, and he talking about, hey, I have a question. How much would you charge to just get this right here? Then people said $50. And then I started thinking, because he says yes immediately because he don't want to do it. And I'm like, $50? That's a lot of money. But then I think about how long would it take us to get that up? It's probably worth the $50. And I think they're doing the sidewalk too, because we definitely didn't do that. So yes, $50 was
That
worth it.
that's what I be telling the kids across the street. I'm like, charge 50. Like, all these people got
But
these
that's
street
just
values.
for the one part. We already did the whole
I mean, that's what
driveway
I'm
up
saying.
until that little section.
Yeah.
$50 is for the whole thing, the whole package.
No.
Yeah. That's what
But
I
for
was like,
this
50
snow,
for that?
no, but this snow was kind of
It
a
was
lot. It
It
wasn't
was.
regular soft snow. It was like I was picking up chunks and tossing them because I couldn't shovel it. So yes, $50. I wasn't. We weren't gonna go in tomorrow morning and try to do that. That was the
yeah.
plan. We were gonna finish it tomorrow, but literally, I was just shut top of it, and it was a lot. Like it was packed in the way
Mhm.
that the people came and pushed it up against our driveway. I'm
Hmm.
like, this is what we paying HOA for?
And
That's
to
the
pay
other
an extra
part.
So
$50 on top?
Bruh. And then my husband, because he'll call. So he calls the neighbor because she's like a part of all the community stuff. And he's like, what I said, is this what we pay HOA for? And then he's like, the lady says, yeah, we only pay for them to just do one pat in the neighborhood. I'm like, really? Like just one pat? Only one car can go around?
y'all pay like 25 cents for your HOA. Like
It's okay. I'm still paying HOA. We need two paths,
that's
two
all y'all
lines.
get.
25 cents.
Not 25 cents.
It might be 25 cents, honestly. Like we pay $50 a quarter,
It'd be
a
a quarter.
quarter.
Like
No,
mine better. They better do both.
that's
They better do
over
it
to
all.
your driveway too. Shoot, for that price.
So I will say, I was. Oh my goodness. So we only cut like out of the street, like going into the street. We only gonna get one car in and out. That's fine. So we only did like half of it. So we got our way out of there. Went to my mom's house. When we got back, the other half was done. It was gone, and I was like,
Oh wow.
"That's weird." I was like, I don't remember shoveling this. And John was like, "You ain't do it this morning?" And I was like, "No, I did not." And then like we looked at the ring, and then they came by with the like bulldozer thing and like
Mm.
scooped it up and pushed it out. But what
Okay.
was weird, they only did our driveway.
Maybe because it looked like y'all tried. Like, let me just help
Yeah.
them
Well, so
finish.
my neighbors, they also only have one half done. So I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe because we didn't have any cars there. So it's
Oh
just
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They didn't want.
like,
Yeah, it's less liability then. Like
yeah.
I ain't gonna hit nobody's car, so let me just finish
Yeah.
this for them.
Because they
Yeah.
did that, and then they like dug out like the parking spot in front of our house, and I was like, "Oh, it's so random," but
see, that's what
nowhere
good
else.
HOA
So
money
like,
gets you.
I know. Well, I guess.
Somebody's favorite.
But another thing I was thinking too, because I was like, because we were outside, we're shoveling snow, everybody's there, and then I'm like, I don't know, everybody's doing. I'm a man. Men has to shovel, so they out there shoveling, and I was like, it's two of us. So we finished and we went back inside, like, see ya. Good
Y'all
time.
were
Oh
better than
man.
my neighbors. They had 3 men out there struggling. But what we did, we like did the snow. So there's a difference between a snow blower and a snow thrower. So we have a snow thrower. So like it'll do it with like light snow, not necessarily like the snow we have today or the ice that's over top of it. So we threw most of the snow yesterday. So today it wasn't as much, but because of the ice, Ron was like, where's the hammer? And I'm like, what do you need a hammer for?
The
Yeah.
hammer.
Yeah. To break the ice.
Yeah.
Out here, like we had like
Girl,
that much ice on top of the snow.
not no hammer.
We weren't the only neighbors with a hammer outside either.
Okay, but
It was a lot.
y'all got a sledgehammer? Like,
No, like a regular hammer. Because he asked me, he's like, "Do we own a sledgehammer?" I was like, "We don't." Surprisingly,
y'all
but
was out there,
yeah,
y'all used the shovel?
the shovel wasn't gonna do it unless you had a metal shovel. It wasn't gonna work. Not breaking up that ice. Because even for I went and did my car, and I'm like, I just have to let my car run to try to melt some of it, and even then, like, it wasn't moving.
Nah, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Same thing here. I think our ice when I went out was probably about this thick.
Yep.
Mhm.
So much so I could just walk on top of it.
Yes.
I'm like, come on, what
Without
am I
breaking
supposed to do with this? What do I do? And Wanda's in like boiling water and some concoctions, like pour it on there, and I'm like, it's still I can still stand on it. It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's a
yeah,
lot.
Yep. Them hacks were not gonna work. I was like, let me get some hand sanitizer, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna waste it.
Not squirting it on the whole driveway.
it's like Wanda was like, I can make some more. I'm like, you're gonna need like 20 more bowls of this stuff to do anything. It's not worth it.
Yeah. It's a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah, sure.
What had me feeling grown was I finally really. All right, so this is what happened, right? I was so dead set against getting a snowblower. Cause it don't snow that much around here, right? A couple inches, that ain't, hey, I'll get through this snow like I got through every other snow. But no, Wanda insisted. So we buy this snowblower. It's cheap. By Saturday evening, it couldn't handle the snow, so I was in trouble. Then I get out there today and everything's ice. The snowblower's got plastic blades. It's not going to do nothing with this stuff. So what had me feeling grown was the fact I actually want like a real snowblower now because I'm too old to be flinging snow all over the place. Thought I might have a heart attack. Chest started hurting. It was
For
just
real?
gag.
Oh,
I was
Not
like,
funny. That's crazy.
this ain't good. This ain't right. I'm gonna have to break down and spend $500 on a snowblower.
Ooh.
So
Not 500.
that's what had me feeling grown.
It's
yeah,
like,
for the metal blades, you gonna have to pay.
I looked at them blades. They was plastic. I was like, that ain't gonna do nothing.
That
to
ice
me.
gonna eat it up.
Bring it back in. Be all chewed up, and flimsy. We done wasted the money.
it's like to add on to your what had you feeling grown, the fact that I ordered a snowblower. John and I were sitting at the table today. We were like, get it. Get it.
You're not doing this again.
Did you order a nice one though? Because it sounded like they aren't all built the same.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a John question, but I know it's going with us to my mama house.
Yeah, pack
So I
it
can
up.
There you go.
get her and her neighbor out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
All
there we
good.
go.
All right. So before we get into like learning more about Chris, we are gonna do a little segment that we like to call "Fun with Friends." We need sound effects on this podcast too. We don't have that, but yeah, fun with friends. And okay, Sean is our producer for this one in case I
There you
didn't
go.
know. So fun with friends. The question is, would you rather? And
Jeez.
this is one of those old ones. I think we missed the wave of it, but it's fine. We're always behind on the trends. Would you rather $1 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus?
Wait, how much was the money again?
Trillion, $1 trillion. Make it a million. Make it a billion, because I'm taking the money.
Trillion? I was gonna say
I'm taking
trilly
the money.
me. Trilly me.
Make it whatever you want. Like,
Trilly me. I think my Lord will understand.
You're giving away your answer.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
explain when I see you later.
Exactly. And that's the thing. In this lifetime, I'm only gonna have a Trilly once, but I'm gonna get to meet him. Okay. So let me get the Trilly, and then I see him later. You know.
and this was a question we decided to wait for Chris on, because Chris is are you a pastor, a reverend, one of those type of things? Like, he has the title, he has degrees. And there was a lot of discourse about why Christians are choosing money over meeting Jesus. And I'm like, we gonna meet Jesus later. Like, why are we trying to meet him now? And what is 10 minutes gonna do? I'm trying to understand what y'all think Jesus is gonna do in this 10 minutes. Jesus was walking with people for years. And guess what happened to them? Like, please, I'll see him later. Y'all never, you can't convince me that 10 minutes with Jesus is better than $1 trillion in this lifetime. See, I seen this one that it was like, I'm going to take the 10 minutes, but Jesus, don't play with me no parables. I want plain, straightforward answers. Like, you can't make the rules. Like, he's going to talk to you how he want to talk to you. Like, y'all got to understand who Jesus is. Like, he might be looking at you like you're crazy.
That part.
Why would you spend this 10 minutes when you could have just had the money? It's like that whole thing where he sent the boat and he sent the ship and he sent the helicopter, and you said, nah, I just want to talk to Jesus. He's going to help me. Like, try to help you, bro. Try to help you.
I offered you $10 trillion. What was Chris's answer?
You didn't
Chris,
say
what was your answer?
I didn't give one.
Just got to think about it. I just want to put everything out there for him, because sometimes he be wanting to be like, I would do.
No, I. What would you do, Chris? What would I do? Jesus says, "Lo, I am with you even to the end of the age." So he's with me now.
Period.
So, do I really need 10 minutes when I got an eternity? Yeah, I don't know. That's always going to be a weird question, and I think people will place you in different places depending on your answer. But I would talk about it with my wife, and she'd probably convince me to take the Trilly.
She better.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
As a wife, I would be like, "Are you crazy?"
like, hey, this deal. I could be with Jesus for 10 minutes or get $1 trillion. Fool, you're gonna be with him forever. Come on, take that.
We going to meet him.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a weird question.
It is.
a weird question.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's a weird question in a sense of like, it's trying to test your loyalty in a sense. But at the same time, I'm like, but we also have wisdom. Like, what makes the most sense? And then like Moyo said, like, it's not like you can mandate what that 10 minutes with Jesus is going to be, or what he's going to do, or what he's going to say.
Yeah.
And if you have relationship, then what's the 10 minutes versus the time that you have now? What are you doing with the time you have now? It's my personal perspective.
Yeah, I hear you. I get it.
Yeah.
If he came like for 10 minutes and said, "All right, come on, Chris, we can go," I'm with Jesus all the way. But if I gotta stay here,
No, you gotta stay. It's 10 minutes and he leaves. You don't get to go, because
No.
you can't leave.
Ain't no chariots, no flaming chariots coming down and be like, all right, hop in. Like,
I'm
This is
gonna
not
be
a
like
pickup.
Elijah.
This is just a visit.
Like, where did he go?
You get your 10 minutes. Nobody's going to believe that you got the 10 minutes. Whatever wisdom he gives you, nobody's going to believe you, because that's how people are.
Yeah.
Even if you could record it, people would still be like, "That's AI." Like,
Yeah.
you're not really gonna
Yeah.
get much.
Yeah.
That wisdom, though, I don't know. I might be hedging. I might not ask and just take the 10. I'm torn. Ask me again in 20 minutes.
We'll ask you at the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
That's
I might
fair.
answer.
Yeah. I'm still taking the Trilly. I'll be alright.
Me too.
I'll take a billion. I'll
Jesus,
take a
as long as
billion,
he still loves me
honestly.
and I'm gonna see him later, I'll be good. I'll be
I,
good.
Yeah.
I know you'll understand.
Exactly. I'm
You,
like,
you,
because the one thing I can think of that I might ask for is like healing, but I'm also like, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna die though. So, I mean, everybody still died that he healed. So, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, we still gonna see him eventually. The Trilly just make my life a little more comfortable and bless some other people, make some other people's lives a little easier. If I can do that, I think that's worth it. And I got the money without hurting anybody. Even
yeah.
better. Generational wealth. Also, yeah, that's a lot of. I think it's a lot of advantages to the monetary side. Not saying there's
Yeah.
none to the Jesus side.
It just makes me think of some of the, um, Ecclesiastes,
Yeah,
right?
that's
All
fair.
the gain of the world, what does it really buy you? So those types of things will come up, but people will make their decisions based on what they want to and feel they need to. So,
That makes sense.
all right, that's what you
Sean?
get for inviting me and asking me that question. Because now I might be just spouting Bible stuff for the rest of the podcast.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Be
okay.
yourself.
It's like save that for generational scripture.
No.
No.
It's a little crossover. Okay, so when we had guests previously, we always started off, or not started off, we always asked them when in their life they felt like, oh wow, I'm an adult now. Like, I'm fully grown. Because the millennials, we are still struggling with being adults. Like, do we feel like we're adults yet? Sometimes we feel like teenagers that got too much responsibility. Like, sometimes we feel like, who told me I could have kids? I feel like I'm not old enough for this. Who told me to buy a house? I feel like I'm not old enough for this. Like, there's a lot of things I don't feel like I'm old enough for, but I am.
Yeah.
So, what point in your life did you feel like, oh wow, like I am grown, I'm an adult?
So this is what happened, right? Um, my daughter was born in '96, and that's when I started wearing seatbelts.
Huh?
Yeah,
Seatbelt
true story.
This
I
was
did
like
not wear a seatbelt
I
when
don't
I
know.
was driving or in a car until my daughter was born. So I always equate that with me realizing that I was responsible for someone else. So I
Mm,
had it to be a little more mature and act, accordingly. So there are a lot of things that, I used to do that changed once she got here. So I think that's when I would say I realized that I was an adult. Now, mind you, I hadn't finished school yet, so I was still working through that. Um, didn't really have like you all are so much set up way better than I was at that point in time because you're having children with established jobs working at federal agencies all over the place, EPA, FAA, et cetera, et cetera. And I didn't really have any of that, so it wasn't that I was established or that I did anything to get to a certain point. It was really just, hey, Chris, you are responsible for your daughter now, so you need to start behaving a certain way. And I think that is really what sort of made me behave a little differently and take things more seriously. So, how'd I do?
that was good.
Seatbelts is
How-
still wild,
I
but
know. Look,
I know, right?
I was not expecting seatbelts.
that wasn't either.
Yeah. I mean, and I think this is a time when they had like the automatic seatbelt still.
Oh,
So you'd sit down and they just like come up and cross you and zoom. So,
I used to
Yeah.
love those.
Oh
That's
Lord,
still
that's
long enough.
hilarious.
Yep.
That's also when seatbelts didn't make that annoying sound when you
Oh,
don't.
the car where it's like ding, ding,
Yeah. Now you
ding.
cannot.
Yeah.
If you don't wear a seatbelt, you're gonna be annoyed to death till you put that thing
Mhm.
on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I could
I mean,
see,
come on
I could
now.
see people not wearing it.
Y'all know I'm Gen X, right? So we used to be in station wagons in the back, riding in the back of pickup trucks.
Riding
Mhm.
loose.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, I rode in the back of a
Sitting,
pickup truck.
sitting
Yeah.
in the middle of the front,
Oh,
or
I
better
remember the
yet,
front had a
sitting in your
middle.
mother,
Yeah.
sitting in your mom's lap while you going
Yeah.
on the highway.
There's a lot of places that
And none of that.
still live like that though. When
Like,
I was
I
in
also
Nigeria, when I was in Nigeria, I used to put my seatbelt on. Everybody look at me like, "Why are you putting a seatbelt on?" I'm like, "I don't know y'all like that. Like, I'm the only one with a seatbelt. I got a baby in my lap, a kid squeezing right here, another kid. It's six of us in the back, and I'm like, I'm still putting the seatbelt on. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all not gonna peer pressure me. Where I come from, they wear seatbelts, but but they do still make they'll make fun of you for wearing seatbelts. It's funny because like a few weekends ago, Charmaine, her family's from Trinidad, and they were like, "Can we borrow car seats?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." The parents know how to put it in, right? And she was like, "No, they don't use car seats." I was like, "Okay, well, let me install the car seats." They just wanted the car seats because in America you can't just like freely have your kids loose. So they were like, "Can we borrow car seats?" They just put the baby in the thing. Like they barely strapped it. I'm like, Lord,
Oh my goodness.
the way people live in everywhere else is a little. But I feel like I don't know. Maybe accidents aren't as prevalent. I don't know. I really don't know. But people are a lot more lax with seatbelts and car safety and other places.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like once the way that we learn things, we being humans, especially in the US, is that once there's a tragic accident that's of some
Mhm.
major note or it happens a couple of times, that's when everybody wants to change everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just, hey, we've been doing this for years, but such and
Mhm.
such didn't pass and such didn't pass.
Mhm.
So now we need to change it. Uh, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I think stuff happens here.
Mm.
Yeah. I would say so. I feel like over there it's just kind of like if you got it, you got it. We ain't gonna tell you
Yeah.
how to do it's your car.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
still cracking up at Moyle's like being peer pressured in the back seat. I'm just imagining somebody like, "Can you take that seatbelt off so we can fit more back here?" You're like, "No,
Absolutely not.
we
I'll
should."
let you sit on my lap with my seatbelt first. Let me get this. Let me put this on
Not
first.
it being extra tight.
No, they were sitting on the outside of the seatbelt. I strapped in, then you sit on my lap free. I don't care what you do. Like, as long as I don't fly out this car, whatever y'all do is what y'all do.
Be like, you
Okay.
can't fit in the back, mom, because she got the seatbelt on. You know how she is. Bringing all that fancy stuff over here.
Mhm. Oh, another funny thing that happened is I used to wear bug spray for mosquitoes. And one of my cousins came up to me one day and he was like, "Why do you smell like that?" I'm like, it's I said it's bug spray. But it was like this like Asian bug spray and it actually smelled really good. He was like, "Can I have some?" I'm like, "No, we can't have none. I need this to last." And then he just takes my bug spray and sprays it like cologne. I'm like, "You're not even getting it on the parts that the bugs can bite. Like, what are you doing?" Like, it did smell good though. It was like this. I think it was a blue bottle. It looked like a lady. It was some good bug spray.
That's just,
Like,
it's like, that's just John Paul.
It worked. It worked.
hey,
Uh,
that sounds like a business opportunity, Moya.
A business opportunity bug spray that smells like
But right.
perfume. Somebody
Uh,
already made it. They just aren't popular. I think it was an
uh,
Asian brand. Like Yeah, I don't know the name. I can't think of the name of it. It was a while ago.
Hmm,
But
that's funny.
yeah.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
All right. So our next question for Chris is, and this might be hard to answer, but hopefully you thought about it. What stages of adulthood have you been through?
Oh man, I feel like I skipped a couple of stages because I feel like there's the stage where, in your teens, you in early 20s, you're like figuring it out, so to speak. Like, what are you going to be? What are you going to do? What you're really good at? And
Mm,
then I feel like there's a stage where you just attack everything, and think I skipped the attack stage because
mm,
I didn't care that much. Um, I was just like, all right, I just want to take care of the fam and do fun stuff.
yeah.
So I didn't. I think I skipped sort of the attack stage. But then I think you reach into like the settlement stage where like you're getting established and you're raising your families, which all of you are in now. That's why earlier, even in your what had me feeling grown, Jess, I was sort of cheering inside because I think you start to see those types of things happen once you get into like that establishment phase because people are looking to you. And what I was thinking when you were talking about it was eventually they're going to call you the expert at whatever you're presenting because you'll be the one known as the one who presented on it. So you're the expert now. Um,
Yeah.
Little me.
right. And so I think I picked back up in that stage. And maybe that was sort of the late bloomer for the attack phase too. But I think those are like the three that I thought of when I first saw this question. I'm sure there are other people out there who have like you know more scientific levels to things. But I think those are the stages that I've sort of seen and been through up until the stage I'm in now.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys feel like you had an attack phase?
I was gonna ask him to say more about like what
Yeah.
you think the attack phase looked like, or at least for you and your generation, or like how you perceive the attack phase.
And that's a good point because maybe just Gen X, we don't care about much. So maybe we skip all as a collective, we skip the attack phase. But I think I hear it now, and that made me think about it. Like, all right, y'all don't laugh at me, but one of my guilty pleasures is pop the balloon,
I'm
and
saying that on the internet.
huh?
He said, "Don't laugh." Everybody laughs.
We
I'm
all trying
sorry.
not to laugh. But the thing that happens on Pop the Balloon, whenever they talk to someone and ask them what they do, it felt like everybody had 5 jobs, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I went through life only wanting one, right? Why do you have? And I think to me that's sort of the attack stage where
Gotcha.
I'm starting to figure it out. Now I'm just going to go and get whatever I can uh, while I've got the energy to do it, while
Mhm.
I am right. You're at that age where you're starting to figure it out. Where like, okay, no one, no one can tell you that you can't do it, so you want to go and try and do it anyway, type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I think of the attack stage, that's what I think of, and I think the better illustration for me is I sort of blended it with my settling stage and raising of family stage is where I started to see in myself, all right, let's go get this thing. Let's set goals. Let's go and do this. So I didn't do that earlier. That
Mhm.
didn't hit me until, like I said, the family and establishment and sort of get into the scheduling, the rotation,
Mhm.
the of just what it takes to actually raise a family and to do those things. So
I feel like that is a generational thing where I think there was a switch in the phases. So like I think it would probably be more common to have like Gen X folks do the settle and then the attack versus like the millennials would do attack then
then the
settle.
settle.
And I think it's just because we saw, I mean, because I guess many of us, I mean, Gen X and millennials can have the same parents.
Yeah.
And I think the way that they raised each set, I mean, because like my brother's a Gen X. I mean, we were raised by the same dad, but both of us were raised by like different dads. Like the dad that he
Yeah.
was raised by isn't the dad that raised me. Like,
Yeah.
cause we have, dang, how, there's like a 16-year difference in us. So then it's
Wow.
like, he got a younger, like more, I don't want to say immature dad, but like my dad, like we have different dads, but like he was more mature. He had more
Hmm.
knowledge, more wisdom
Right.
that
Right.
like in that I could see and that I learned from. So then I think that kind of just changed the way that millennials went about things than Gen X did. So like you
Yeah.
guys, like you saw, all right, this is how everybody is. You have your family, you did that, you built your family, and then now it's like, oh, now that I've established myself, let's go and pursue things that I like. But for
Right. Yeah.
us, it was like, I'm not waiting until that. I'm gonna pursue the stuff that I like now when I don't have to worry about taking care of somebody else. Because I saw my older siblings, the ones that are
Hmm.
16 years older than me, I saw what they did, and I was like, no, I don't want that yet. Like,
What? Yeah.
I'm gonna live that fun attack life that my sibling is living. So we're
Right.
living at the same time. And then I'm gonna go settle down.
And do. Yeah. And I think you bring up a good point because one thing that I've often thought to myself is I feel like Gen X is sort of that transition. So with the boomers and the people before that, right? It was what did you do? You grew up, went to school, you got married, you got yourself a job, you worked at the job for 30 years. They
Right.
gave you a gold watch and you retired and you got a pension for the rest of your life. So when Gen X started and we saw our parents getting those things, it was like, oh, that's what we get. Why why do I need to do the attack right now? I just go, I find a job, I work there for 30 years, I get a gold watch and retirement, and I'm done. But during our time when we were being formed, all of that switched. So now it's no longer work somewhere consistently for 30 years. Now it's you work here. Um, you may be here in 5 years. You may not be here in 5 years. You need to leave before someone else makes you leave. And guess what? You don't get a gold watch anymore. You don't get a pension anymore. So everything that you need for your retirement and setting yourself up for, building wealth is all on you now. So it to me it seems like there's a switch in there, and I think some Gen Xers were really good at recognizing that early. I don't think I was one of them, and I'm not upset about it. I don't think I'd change anything, but it's just something that I think about a little bit about just sort of how things progressed between generations and what Gen X saw versus, like you were saying, millennials, and then ultimately Gen Z, and who knows what Alpha and Beta are going to see in the future.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like to me it comes down to a little bit of like risk tolerance and like generationally like you were saying like Gen X like things changed for you all in a way that it impacted your security. So for you all, it was like maybe let's not take these risks right now, or
Hmm.
maybe once I'm established, I can take more calculated risks versus just kind of throwing things to the wall and seeing if they stick.
This
Whereas
way, yeah.
millennials, because most of our parents are either Gen X who are established or baby boomers, they're like, well, I have the safety of my Gen X slash baby boomer who is secure, so I can throw stuff to the wall if I want to. Not saying
Yeah,
that's everybody's situation, but again, I think it just comes down to like how much risk can you tolerate to just try things,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
there's a lot of things that add to like your risk tolerance, like
Hmm.
socioeconomic status, income, generational wealth, things like that. Like all of that stuff still impacts like how much risk you're willing to take and
Yeah.
to really just try. Like
Yep.
I feel like the stuff that I tried would be a lot different than, other people. Like some people traveled abroad and did school abroad or took a gap year.
Mm-hmm.
I could not in my wildest dreams take a gap year. Do you think my parents were going to finance a gap year?
A what? You want to do a what?
Exactly. You got one job, and that is go to school.
Mm-hmm.
You graduated high school, congratulations. All right, where's college? Like,
Next
gap
up.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because that's one of my son, Joshua, was, all right, kids, I'm saying your name on the worldwide interweb. So, um, but my son, after he graduated, he had a job opportunity and law school sitting in front of him, and he was wondering which one to do. And what me and Wanda told him was that you have right a soft place to fall. It right. I don't think that there was always back to the risk tolerance. This idea that you could fail. At least I never got that idea that you could fail and still be okay. It was always if you don't succeed,
Mhm.
right, you're going to be lost and lying in the ditch somewhere.
Mhm.
But it's like, no, you have a soft place to fall. Take the chance. Do something that you really want to do. You don't have to settle. And I think that I'm instilling that because, it felt for a long time like you just did to get along, but you don't have to do that now because, we're in a different place than we
Mm-hmm.
were then. I don't know if I would have funded a gap year, but if he had wanted to pursue something that was a
Yeah.
passion, I would not have stopped him.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
feel like my parents were like that. Like after I graduated college, I didn't have a job or a plan per se other than find a job, and they were like,
hmm
you can always come back home. Like that will
right.
always be an option, as long as you are actively, pursuing something, you can always be at home.
hmm
And so I feel like I did have the safety to fail in the sense of keep trying to find different jobs or consider, other outlets of, okay, maybe go back to grad school, go to grad school or,
Right.
maybe try a different major
Right.
in grad school. So having that safety definitely did make a difference. I ended up getting a job and not going back to grad school, but having the options, I think definitely made a difference. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I agree. Having a plan and options because I think parents who, that sounds harsh, parents who give their kids the safety net without forcing them to have some sort of plan aren't necessarily setting them up for success. But if you're the parent who's like, yeah, you have a safety net, things, then it's like two different sets of parents. And I think I just watched something where they were talking about they calling them stay at home sons, and that's the new thing. Like where like people are letting their sons or daughters just stay home and just not do anything. And it's not a gap year. It's not in anticipation of anything. It's just, oh, you can always come home and I'll take care of you type of thing. And that's not, I don't know which generation that's for. Maybe it is some millennials that are doing that. It's none of the ones I know, but I'm sure I feel like it has to be maybe Gen Zs. There could be some Gen Zs and some millennials in that because it's sounding like they're like 20, 30-year-olds that are calling themselves this and they don't really have a plan for their lives, but they're full grown adults. And
hmm
like we're talking about, oh, we have all of these things that you could hit, but there's some people who are just like, I'm just coasting. I'm just here.
Yeah. No,
And that's
I
we
know
we
how
a,
it's been.
we're not doing that.
I know a few people that like that I went to school with that live with their parents, and they're like, this this what we do, and I was like, okay, like they like we moving out, and I was like, we, and they're like me and my mama, and I was like, okay, like that's cool, like you do you. So I could,
So,
I didn't know that there was a term for it, but I
I didn't
definitely
know
Yeah,
think
the term.
yeah.
it can be a millennial
I feel like it's a
thing.
Gen Z-ish,
I
though.
mean,
I don't
yes,
know.
well,
More of a Gen Z-ish thing because I think millennials, at least from my perspective, I feel like millennials have a little bit of a different mindset. Like, again, and I think it also kind of depends on your parents. Like, I had boomers for parents, and so,
Hmm.
boomers are very much like hard work, hard work, hard work. Like, get a
Yes.
job. You have to do something to support yourself. Like,
Yep.
chasing your dreams? Question mark. Like,
Right.
where's that job? So, I feel like I always, even if I didn't have a job, I had to have a plan.
Yeah.
And, if I didn't have a plan, then it was a joint effort of working on a plan to have
Yeah.
something. Like, nothing was never an option.
Hmm.
Like, it wasn't even a consideration because that was the framework of my entire life. Idleness is the devil's workshop. Like, that was always, something that I was told. So even in the summers, I was doing,
Doing something.
camps or, workbooks or any break. There's something being done other than just, oh, we just sit at home and relax. Like,
Right.
there's always something to do. And
Yeah.
if you're gonna be home, you're gonna be doing something at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sean. I'm now picturing like your friends that are in that situation, like coming up to you with Cheeto stained fingertips. Like, hey, how you doing?
I
He's
mean,
like, don't touch me. You'll get the Cheetos all over you.
that's it. It can be like that. It's like, well, what you getting into? I'm same old. Okay,
Okay.
New Call of Duty came out.
for real. Oh, like, must be
Are
nice
they
to have that time.
are they not working at all though, or just living with their
Uh,
parents?
some are working. Yes, I mean, I would say they're working. Are they working towards a goal that they have? I think they're still in the process of maybe finding themselves. So then
Mm.
that is what is probably slowing it down. So then while they're finding themselves, they're doing different jobs, A, B, C, and then, oh, this
Mm.
isn't it. It didn't stick. So then let me try something else. I mean, and then you're never going to start at, I mean, you're going to start at an entry level for everything. So
Yep.
then it's just that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Trying to think of where we should go next. Also looking at the time.
Chris, do you have anything that you want to
No.
ask or say or talk about?
I think one of the things that I did not touch on was like sort of like where are you now in the
Mm.
states? Because I thought that was one of the questions, like where you
Yeah, it
been,
is.
what are the
Yeah.
stages, and then where are you now? So right now, um, just sort of in like like a wisdom stage, like a teaching stage, like a supportive stage. Like it's family is they still in my pockets, but they're basically grown, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're basically adults and out there, and they're figuring out the world, taking some of the stuff that they were taught here, and so now for my children, I'm just a supportive person, right? I'm, asking how they're doing, at work or in school, making sure they've got some, whatever they need from our pockets. And then also just sort of trying to be someone who carries and puts things forward, right? So not just my children, but other people. It seems like now I'm looking for folks that I can sort of sow into, provide wisdom to, share nuggets of life. Because I'm not the smartest, but I feel like I've been through a little bit, so I can, sort of share some things with folks. So that's the stage that I'm in now. I don't know if I would call it like the patriarch, but it's sort of like seems like it might be transitioning to that in the next 10 years or so. And then I just get to sit back in my rocking chair and tell stories about the good old days. And everybody talks about granddad smells funny and stuff like that. So that's where I think we're going. All right. So yeah.
Um, I have a question about it. Like, because I work, I guess, more so with people who kids are older, and
Hmm.
so from my own experience and just like hearing other people's stories, like how do you manage that transition? Like that manage that transition from parenting to now kind of moving to more of like a mentor. Like how do you not overstep but still allow them to like, still be a full grown adult? Well, like you said, they're still in your pockets, of course, but you're still allowing them to make decisions for themselves, to do things on their own without having to consult you. Like how did you manage that transition?
So I managed it by, how do I say this? Um, it's nothing crazy, but just realizing. I think for me, I realized that I would be doing them a disservice if I tried to overmanage them in everything that happened in their life.
Mm.
So I was always forethinking and thinking about there's going to be a time when you have to fend for yourself. So as you grow older, I'm gonna start to pull back the reins because I'm still gonna be there to catch. I'm still gonna be there to help. I'm still gonna be there to, to take you where you need to go and to do the things that you need done, especially in emergency situations. But I think you need to scrape your knee a little bit so
Mm.
that you can see what it feels like. And I think that was just a gradual thing for me and a process that I felt needed to happen for both of them. Now, they're different kids. So the way that I sort of pulled back the reins on one, right? So to let go of one is completely different than I did the other, just because the temperaments are different. You know, the way that they process information is different. The way they receive information is different. So I had to do that differently between the two. So it came down to knowing my kids and recognizing that eventually they have to make a mark. I always said for my daughter, I had to show her what she should be looking for in a husband. Hopefully, I did that. And for my son, I had to teach him, right, what it meant for him to be out in this world, right, as a man and what that meant. So I tried to keep that in the forefront of my mind as they were growing up. Now, what I will say is that my wife is a completely different animal, but she is still on them all the time. She still calls them, and I have to try and get her to pull back some. It's not as successful. I don't know. That's her relationship with them. Hey, she gonna do what she do, but it's just I think for me it was just realizing that eventually they have to be out here and being thoughtful about how much to like nobody likes a micromanager, but I think when you're really young, you almost have to be micromanaged. But then as they get
Mhm.
older, you can start to pull that back some.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my take on it.
Oh, that was a good answer.
Yeah. I like the forethought of how is this going to be a disadvantage to them. Uh, I don't know. I feel like, well, I mean, my child's not even 2 years old yet, but like, I just think about
Micromanage,
like,
micromanage.
I- yeah, but like, I don't know if I will know how to stop. Like, I would see myself still being like very much heavily involved, even though like I know from my own experience, my dad was very similar to you of like, I've shown you, I'll walk through things with you, and then at certain points, I'll just let you do it by yourself.
Right.
And my mom is very much like, let's talk about this decision. And I'm like, there's no need to talk about it. So, and as much as I may criticize, like, my mom did too much, da, 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 I
We
probably would be
appreciate
more
that.
like my mom.
Yeah.
I probably would be overly involved. And like, I'm just trying to take in the knowledge and wisdom of others now so that I can, like, I can't say that I didn't know, you know?
Mhm.
I can't say that I didn't see the examples of like, this is kind of how you take steps back, how you kind of let them, do their own thing. Not saying I will be successful
Right.
100%, but
Right.
definitely taking in like how people do that now as much
Yeah.
as I can.
And again, I think one of the big pieces for me that I had to realize was that they're just different kids. So I had to make
Yeah.
sure, and now they're different adults, and I had to make sure that this may have worked for one, but it won't work the same way for the other. So maybe there was some more sternness needed on one side more so than the other. Maybe there was more thoughtfulness into trying to get. Again, my idea was that they needed to be prepared in terms of trying to get them prepared for what what they would ultimately see as adults, right? Like now, you come back and say stuff. Yeah, my teacher did such and such and this and that. I was like, yeah, well, that's life. You got to figure out how to deal with people that you don't always get along with, right? I mean, especially if you have to work with them. I mean, that's something that you need to learn over time. I think it's not something you can be thrown in a situation and then be like, figure it out.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way. That's just what I did. All right, what's next?
I don't know if we want to. Do we want to jump into the what was supposedly the topic? I think originally when we planned
So
out
hold up.
your,
I said I'd come on for a spelling bee. I ain't see no spelling bee or nothing on the
we
agenda.
forgot all about that. We
Huh?
we we should have put in the fun with friends, but we didn't. We forgot. I forgot. I don't even know
Oh
if I told them.
yeah, yeah.
A
Because I think I was supposed to
spelling.
read the words. Remember we were doing the spelling bee with the fun
We were
with
supposed to,
friends,
yeah, the
and then we
spelling.
didn't do it, and then Chris said he wanted to do it.
I didn't know that was serious.
I'm a
So
decent speller
maybe,
still. I'm always game.
maybe what we can do is we'll plan to have Chris back because we did have a main actual topic, but we didn't. When we originally planned all of this, all of our guests had 2 episodes. They had a like get to know you type episode, which was this, and then a topic that was kind of related to them, something specific to them. And that's how we used to do our guests. We have, we're still trying to figure things out. I know it's been a couple years, but we have not been consistent for them years. So it's really just been like one good year. So we are getting it together. But Chris, if you would like to come back, let us know. And we will plan the spelling bee and we will plan the main topic if you are willing to come back.
You try to dangle a carrot. This is spelling bee, Chris. Come back.
Chris, can you spell like that?
I don't know. You all don't remember. You may not remember. I'm not going to say you don't. There was this show called It's Elementary.
No.
And in that show, there was this segment where they gave the little kids ray guns and they had to shoot misspelled words. I was on It's Elementary shooting misspelled words. My Gen Xers out there, tell me you remember It's Elementary, especially if you're from around the way. If you're from the DMV, I tried to find it. I can't find it. I'm
I was
like,
about to say, let me go
it's
on
old.
YouTube.
It's so old. They ain't got no tape of it nowhere. It's like YouTube got everything except that. So
What?
you'll
Like
have
you
to
were
take me back.
actually on the show?
Yeah, I was actually on the show. I got a
Shooting
gold star from somewhere, but I'm sure that thing is destroyed and disintegrated by now.
on the show shooting misspelled words.
Yep. You shot the missile
You noticed that on
and
YouTube?
quiet as kept. I shot one of the wrong words. So maybe I don't want a spelling bee. I got the rest right. I was nervous.
Don't
I
let
was
me
nervous.
find it in the next 2
Clips
days.
it in.
I'm seeing Yes Elementary on YouTube, so we can look for Chris on here.
Yeah, I
It's
couldn't find it.
Elementary,
If you do,
episode
please send
9.
me,
Not you pulling it up.
send me a copy. I went to William Beans Elementary School.
All right,
One thing I
I'll
wanted to say, if I would be allowed, is that I really do appreciate you all's friendship, how you share on this podcast. It is great entertainment. You can tell that you all really do care for each other. So that comes across, and I just wanted to let you know that it does, and I appreciate that. So
Oh,
Thank you.
that was very sweet and very timely.
Mhm.
Chris, do you
Um,
shop at Costco?
do I shop at Costco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in Arundel
Oh, I
Mills?
got a Costco story too.
You shop at the one in Arundel Mills?
Yeah.
I saw you
you
there
saw
one
him,
day.
and you didn't even say hi.
I'm pretty sure it was you because I feel like Okay, so this one time I was in Costco and I was walking around and I saw somebody that looked like you, but I was like, I don't know him like that. And
Oh,
then they turned around and looked at me and I was looking at them and I was like, I ain't gonna speak. Like, you gonna speak to me. And he turned around and I was like, it wasn't him.
oh.
But I feel like it might have been.
He
I
probably
don't
wasn't
know. I
looking at you. He
don't.
might have
I
been looking at
think
something
if I
else.
would have looked you in your face, John, I'd have said at least, "Hey."
This
Like,
is
hey.
what this was what was happening in my head. That doesn't mean that's
Oh,
what
okay.
was happening in real life. Because
You probably
I
turned
had,
around and picked up something and he thought you were
for
staring
real,
at him.
I could have ducked. I
Right.
could have avoided you.
Oh man,
Oh
that's
my
funny.
goodness.
But I don't know.
So I got a Costco story, if there's time.
Yeah,
Of
go ahead.
course.
So my wife, all right, I don't know. I did my time Costco. You know, I had to lock me up. Um, Wife went out of town, right? So she gave me a card to use at Costco. So it was just me and my son at home. And she told me, she was like, when you go in, just go to the self checkout line. Don't go through the little teller people. Go to the self checkout line.
I already know.
So I didn't think about it, and I got like some stuff. Like we like the mashed potatoes and meatloaf. So I was like, yeah, we gonna feast while mom's out of town. I get up to the line, and it's a line of people for the self checkout. So there comes this lady walks by, and she's, I guess, trying to help the line move, and she starts scanning cards, and I didn't think anything about it until she scanned my card, and she gave it back, and then she took a step forward and stepped back. Can I see your card again? I was like, oh crud! It's got a picture on it, and it's not mine. So basically, she told me to get out the store. I couldn't take the stuff. I couldn't check out. I just basically got kicked out of Costco, and had to do a walk of shame as everybody watched me leave my cart with my mashed potatoes and meatloaf, and other, the little tacos there. So yeah, it was kind of embarrassing, but I won't make that mistake again. I'll make
Yeah.
sure there's no line.
I'll make sure
My
there's
husband
no
has
one.
been there.
I've been there too. Like, I was in line one day, and then, like, cause I had John's card. This is before I had my own. I had John's card, and he was there, and they scanned it, and they were like, "This is not you."
No, who
I
knew?
was like, "He's here," and they were like, "But this isn't you." I was like, "Okay, but he's here." Like, I'm just standing in line. Like, he's getting the daggone syrup, like right there.
Get out.
So then, did they at
Y'all
least
want me to go to
not kick you out?
Costco?
They let
Cause I called him up. I was like, "Get over here, cause they are saying I gotta go."
yeah, I'm
BJ's
like,
would
He's right
never.
there. He is right there.
y'all that. I mean, this y'all that much. I'm not on a military base or something. I'm just trying to get
It's
some
it's
meatloaf
too
and
intense.
tacos.
I'm like,
Yes.
yo, this
Mine
is
got
not the way to
intense.
get me.
They got the scanner at the door.
Yeah, mine too.
They got the scanner at the door now. They're like, don't even think you coming up in here without us double checking.
Like,
I'm
Sam's
just
Club
like,
would never.
Neither
Nope.
would BJ's. Like, that's too much. I
It's a lot.
can't. Y'all give me a lot of reasons not to go to Costco. Like, it sounds enticing until
the
people really
deal.
start talking about it. The deals, but I can't
The
do self
deal.
checkout. They pressed about who picture is on the card. Like, what if I want my husband to get it? Like,
Nope. Ain't
I
doing
can't
that.
let him go get stuff. Yeah, they tripping in
Yeah,
there.
or go when there's no line. You'll be good.
Yeah.
No, 'cause that'll be the day they want to work and
We
help.
we went the other day. So if you're an executive member, I guess, then you can get in an hour
Yeah, hour
early.
early. Hmm.
So we were there, and like I was in. It's probably like 9:56. And then somebody tried to walk in, and they were like, "You are not an executive member. You can wait over here." Why was there a line of people just waiting to get, like, go to the back? I was like, man, with 3 minutes to
For 4
spare, I'll see
minutes.
y'all
Y'all
later.
tripping.
Oh
Oh
no.
man.
And they were
Yeah,
like,
Costco.
absolutely not, get in line.
Wow.
Pays to be an executive.
I know, and then I was like, yeah, get back there. Stay there.
Ah.
All right. Cool.
I do
Terrible.
enjoy my little benefits though. That's the one thing that be burning me up because for the longest time Ron was not on my account. And he did the same thing. I was like, go to self checkout and he went to the other line and they surely were like, this is not you. This is you need to have your own card. He's like, it's my wife. They're like,
I
okay,
don't care.
but it's not you. Where's your card?
It'd be the worst. Like, yo, let me live my life.
I'm already here. I got the
Bruh.
monies. I'm good for it with the monies. That's what matters.
I snuck in.
Right.
Just let me sneak out.
I am not alone.
Let me
I
give you
thought
my
that-
money.
I thought I was alone. I thought I was
No.
the lone person doing the walk of shame. I thought
No.
everybody in the line was looking at me with squinty eyes, like, look at him.
That's the
Nah,
whole
but
reason
no.
I ended up with a membership because I was trying to go with my mom's ID, and they're like, "No, ma'am,
that's how it is.
absolutely not."
It's funny because at BJ's,
goodness.
they do not care that much. Because my dad took me off the BJ's when I moved to Hawaii. And when I came back, I have my stuff, and I'm like, dang, I gave my card to, I don't know, I gave my card to somebody because they didn't have BJ's. And I went to the customer service and I asked them, like, hey, can you print me another card? I don't have my card. The lady looked, she was like, is your name Charmaine? I said, no. She was like, here you go. And gave me a card anyway. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Like, they literally don't care. So I have a card now. I have a card with my name on it, and then I got a card that says Charmaine. Like, they don't care. It's not that
Oh my
serious. Are you
God.
buying stuff or not?
That's how it should be. Like,
It
Should
is.
be.
My brother uses it. Like,
Costco.
everybody uses the BJ's card. It's a family card at this point. They are not
Like,
checking
you
for all
get-
that.
you getting your money. Like, I wouldn't be here if not.
We paying the membership regardless. Somebody paying it.
Take my money.
Yeah,
They be
it's true.
deputized in there. All right, you're out of here. And then
You're
now
outta
the
here.
fine print says the person who card it belongs to can be kicked out of Costco. Like that is now the new threat. They're like, we can revoke your membership permanently.
I am an executive member.
Exactly. I've been an executive member for 15 years. I'm gonna write a letter.
I surely would.
Oh, man.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
That is funny.
All right. So that was a good episode. I think. Thank you for joining our podcast, Chris. We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
I think I'm doing
Yeah.
the old school way.
Oh, I can't do it the new way. I always feel like I'm messing it up. Like these fingers aren't supposed to be here. So
It's-
I don't
All you have to do is make a a square or whatever, diamond like this, and then you bend your fingers.
The tutorial.
This is so silly.
And there you go.
This makes more sense. This
Is that
makes
it?
more sense. Why are we doing this?
Well, we're doing it. I don't know what you're doing. Is that in the heart? We getting there.
Thanks for having me again. I appreciate the time.
Thank
You're
you,
wel-
thank you.
Thank you. Well, that's it for us. So remember to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, comment, all of the good stuff.
Yeah.
And until next time.
See y'all. Love
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.
Deuces.